Sure.
Hello.
I don't know, maybe.
And welcome to this stream.
The skinless body.
Let me turn this down.
The bleached body.
It's very, very loud.
Quack.
Oh, yeah.
Quack.
Why? Somebody fix the map cam. I say this every week.
Oh, Scott, that would have been perfect. We should have sent you the memo.
So, yes, welcome back to the Rat Project, Dungeons and Dragons.
Rat Project.
I am Bishop AU, also known as Johnny. Last week I forgot to introduce everybody, which I do almost every second week. Feels good.
That's cool.
Joining me this week, as always, is Scott, Lockie, and Timothy. Jordan is not here. He may be here soon. He may be here in an hour. He may not be here at all.
What a fucking nerd.
Also, I may be incredibly loud. I just realised because I have this microphone right in front of me, and I'm like yelling.
Screaming. Who's
Let
the
me-
loud one now? Can't even hear the players.
Fuck you for real.
For real.
Fuck you for real.
For
Right.
real.
So,
The first action I've gotten a while.
welcome back. What do we have to say? Not much, really.
Much.
Yeah.
About to die.
What?
What? Is that map meant to be
What?
right there?
What?
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to avert my eyes from the map. It's like right there.
Oh, yeah.
I like caught the red dots and I'm like fountains. I'm like, oh wait, that's the rest of the map as well. Don't look at that.
Yeah. So, last week,
Getting ahead in the metro.
we struggled through a 3-hour session of Dungeons and Dragons where
I thought it was productive.
these two fought IRL for how accurate they could draw the map of the dungeon that they are exploring.
Guess who the winner was?
Not you.
Lockie. Whilst the party got into the Tomb of the Nine Gods, continued through the first level into the second, and continued exploring and getting into a couple of fights along the way, which we ended in the middle of combat last week.
Damn it.
And we are going to continue with that.
I want to mind map anyway, it's better.
What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, don't forget that if you want to catch up on past streams or some other stuff, you can check out our... That's the wrong thing.
Oh.
Check out the Rat Project YouTube channel, which is very new. There's a few videos up there, not many.
Three men alone in the woods.
But yeah, you could go over, check out some of those videos. D&D goes up there, some other stuff goes up there. There's some more Forest videos coming soon, and hopefully some more Legion coming soon, because I really want to play some more Legion.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, okay, that's that. What else?
Scott, we should put some stuff up there.
That's awesome. Right.
I'll put my fucking sick
That's
Rocket League
awesome.
clips up there.
Do it.
Yeah,
Well, if you had internet, we could actually do stuff together.
yeah, get internet, you pleb.
I'm crying.
Move out of the fucking 1950s.
So, shall we continue? Because we are trying to wrap up the Tomb of Annihilation, and once we finish it,
We're just never gonna leave.
Yeah,
Never gonna leave.
Yeah,
Zoom.
make
I
us.
was saying to these guys just before you got here that basically I have been working tirelessly on creating a new campaign.
Let's string this one out.
And, hey,
Let's string this one out as long as we can.
what?
This campaign.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, we
70 years later.
We're gonna rebuild Omu from scratch.
I checked the same thing for the 70th time.
Yeah. So I've been working tirelessly on a brand new custom campaign that we will hopefully be going to once we wrap this up, which should be a lot higher quality. No, like
So you're better
very
than D&D
shoddily
boys.
drawn whiteboard maps and
The only thing that
Yeah.
won't be high quality is us.
yeah, exactly.
But
Basically,
we will be high.
yeah, the stream as a whole should step up a notch in terms of quality. The players, not so much. Bear with us.
Because they can't go up any higher.
Yeah. Who wouldn't subscribe to this? So, let's
I do.
You fucking idiot.
let's get back into what we're here to do, which is get through this god forsaken Tomb of the Nine Gods. So, last week you made your way down into the second level of the tomb, and after
Finished the
exploring
first
a little while, you found a sarcophagus which Ogremuck examined, and upon finding that it could probably be opened fairly easily as it had hinges, opened it, which set off a trap, attempting to lock them in the room. So very quick thinking and using the immovable rod to lock the door, or to hold the door open.
I was out already, so it didn't bother me.
The room began to flood, which obviously with the door open wasn't too much of an issue. It began running out the hallway. However, from the wine that was filling the room, some elemental beasts rose, and you had begun fighting with them. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the music that I am looking for, and I can't see it anywhere. Partially because I haven't zoomed in on this screen, and partially because, well, you know, it feels bad.
Yeah.
This is
Do you have a monitor here that's got a HDMI port by any chance?
yeah,
Is that the one that I had that you swapped?
maybe.
Damn it.
We have that many screens and cables and computers that we swap around between
Yeah,
each other
true.
that everything just gets lost. Feels
It's a
good.
computer circle joke.
Okay, somebody fix a mat can,
Turn on.
and we will continue.
Fucking next to it.
You piece of shit, Scarp. Yeah, you.
Perfect. Well done, Scott.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, put it right in front of my face. Quality. Fucking.
Tim.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, why is that so dark? Anyway, it's fine. I need to fix the brightness on that camera. Apparently, it will get done.
Where is it?
That's fine. No, that's fine. That as long as it's like not right in front of me, I'm happy. Right. So we're starting with
What are you doing?
a brand new round of combat,
Just shine it light in there.
which means Elden Attack
Am I up?
will
already?
be
What was that?
acting first.
What?
Zanuck got 19 plus whatever.
Yep.
it was.
Fuck. I don't know what the fuck to do. Dude.
What did you roll?
He rolled high enough.
Oh wait, John doesn't do anything anyway.
Ouch.
Got him.
These.
It's a good thing it doesn't. Nuts.
These things don't have ears.
I was like halfway through the sentence, I'm like, shit, I've got to say nuts.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm keen for Friday.
I'll go Friday off.
Just attack.
Oh fuck you.
Also, public holiday on Monday?
Yes.
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 Too bad we're going to be
I
fucked
I
up.
put it in yesterday, and then my boss gives me the head
14.
To hit?
What are you going
Yeah.
to do all day? Because I got work.
I haven't written down my sheet for these guys, so is a hit. Yeah.
Probably just play Witcher 3. I don't know.
Cool. Good game.
Intro.
What do you drive?
Average game.
Oh, so you're going to
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's better than the average game.
God's expectations were way too
No.
high for it.
Everyone hyped it up so much.
What?
Witcher 3. Not as good as everyone says it is.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant.
Oh, that's gone.
Let's don't start this conversation.
Shut up, Rotten Tomatoes.
19 for the first hit. Yeah, 19 damage for the first hit.
Yep. So you're hitting this one? Or this one?
No, that's
DC
me
sucks.
there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was looking at Ogremuck. Yep. So you're hitting that guy.
Cool. More like ogre fuck.
Then I have another
Ogre fuck
attack,
you
so
up.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
18.
Yeah.
That's miss.
17.
Yep.
What does fire do?
On top of
Evaporates
16.
On top of
It
19.
boils it so it does heat
19
damage now.
And so
Thanks, Lucky, you dickhead.
is yep.
Do you hear that?
No.
You're using fire on them, so you're boiling them, so they do heat damage. Now they're gonna start doing fire damage.
Ogremuck. What do you want to do?
Rage!
Nah, just
For despite all my
take that
rage,
one.
I'm still just an ant.
in a
That's
cage.
just you.
This one.
Fuck off!
So there's now gonna be campaign memes. Sorry.
Sorry.
Ant cage.
Alligators.
Voice.
20.
To hit? Yeah.
Yes.
Hi there.
9-9. No, like the
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn 9-9.
You can say 9. Saying 9 as in the German no isn't offensive.
Jesus, Tim.
Yes.
Get out of the gutter.
How dare you speak German?
12.
Balls.
Oh,
God doesn't even know.
yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Scheisenhausen.
Du hast.
And then 18 to hit.
What's the German word
Yep.
for sausage again?
Sausage.
Is it?
I don't know.
8, and I'll roll savage attacks.
Is it bratwurst? Or is that its own
11.
separate entity?
I think there's like a million different types of like cured meat. So
11. Yep. Okay.
And that is it.
bop, bop, bop.
Daxter is going to go. Where's he? There.
Yeah, because
Stuck in the middle.
he was getting drowned.
Yeah, that's right.
Did I grab him? What happened?
You pulled
Oh,
me out.
yeah, you gotta grab that.
Yeah, he got grappled and captured by one of them. Cast water breathing on himself
Yeah, that's right.
to survive. And
Well,
you.
if that happens again, what's the duration on water breathing?
Or is it concentration?
60 seconds or so? No, 10 minutes, I think.
So if he
I'm
gets
not
enveloped
mistaken.
again, he'll be like, ha ha ha.
Wait, he could just drink it all and not get intoxicated.
Yeah, to start drinking it.
Just drink it and piss it at the same time.
So
You're just
Daxter
pissing out.
lashes out
water.
with his staff, hitting this guy twice. Well, attempting to hit it twice, hitting
I
it
knew
once
it
and
was
twice.
Something I knew. That's good.
Sausage.
Which he hits this thing twice. Little bursts of energy emit from his staff as he hits it, and this thing and disperses into liquid.
Oh, I thought we were fucked.
Why?
He just
These are
didn't-
dealing like 20 damage each
he
a
just,
turn.
He just did like 90 points of damage with one spell.
Well,
Which
literally,
is cantrip.
Odermuck just did like 38 points of damage. Well, no, not 38. Close to. 30-ish.
But then if you looked at our cumulative challenge
I did
rating,
36.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've been damaged already.
Stop panicking. Or panic. I don't
I
know.
just
Do what
thought
you want
they
because
were
a
a lot
pirate is
stronger
free.
than that.
You are a pirate.
Yar har fiddle me be.
Thanks, Dex, the boy.
That is all he can do. Actually, he can cast. I found this out.
Cantrip
Last
was a
week.
spiral second.
Yeah.
Already knew that.
You're cool.
That missed. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Rangers have no cantrips. Feels bad.
Nice. Well, I mean, you're a ranger, not a
Magician.
what?
Smart person.
Yeah, not a sorcerer or a wizard or a warlock.
Fucking got him.
These.
Nuts.
So, what is?
Fuck y'all. Guess who's gonna accidentally roll a 1 and hit one of you with an arrow? Or maybe
Oh.
10.
You probably can't hit me from there.
rolling max damage
Accidentally.
on a lot of stuff here.
You say it like you're gonna do it on purpose, but when you don't want to do it, you
No,
do
you need
it.
to like get a thunder arrow and shoot into a wall and
Yep.
bounce it off the wall.
You got
Okay.
no idea how good I am at Call of Cthulhu.
Garth. Boy can roll low.
Fuck, say 15.
Yeah, that's enough.
What?
To hit.
That was percentage.
That was a percentage die.
Why?
Because I was saying I was going to Call of Cthulhu.
Not really sure.
Do something.
He rolls.
19.
Yeah.
No,
That one's
What's
taken
an
damage.
arrow gonna do?
he didn't even say how bad.
No, but
Yeah, 'cause if
it
it
was
had
like
a
a
thunder one.
regular arrow.
I just remembered something.
Thanks.
Does one conduct?
Electricity.
If only the Amazon product I had worked properly, we could ask it.
Ask it what?
Does wine conduct electricity?
I imagine it would.
Shoot again.
Pretty ridiculous if it didn't.
23.
Total? Or on that first one?
Second to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So
Because I'm just going to give you my damage in one whole total.
wine makes superconductors work better.
Wow.
There you go.
So you're probably not.
16 points of damage.
16.
In total.
I rolled pretty shit.
In total.
Wow. Good job.
We did more in one hit.
Half a hit.
Well, no, I'm specifically not using my quiver just in case I get a thunder. And
But I still don't understand how you're so shit.
Just because you get to roll 12 die per attack, you're just like, fuck, what's Elder Attack gonna do today? Oh fuck, I got 37 on my strength check. Oh wait, I forgot to add these other modifiers. Oh, it's actually 10,000.
Xanath swings his longsword around and cleaves through one of the.
He did not hit.
Wine weirds,
I call bullshit.
and it disperses. For
Whoa! Fucking AI Jordan's better than real Jordan.
He fucking KS'd me. I did all the damage.
No, you didn't.
Own attack.
Poggers
That's me.
Poggers in chat.
Poggers.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
move up to that other one.
Yeah.
You need to make more little bitmaps and faces and stuff.
Do you mean emojis?
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I'll beat
emotes.
the fuck out of him.
Problem is, I get 3 emotes, right?
You only get 3.
One of them is if you're a tier 1 subscriber. Second one's for tier 2. Third one's for tier 3.
How do you get different tiers? Money.
Yeah, so a $5 sub, $10 sub, $25 sub.
Right.
So if you want to use all 3, you got to be a $25 sub, unless you get more subs.
I didn't even know there was more. Like, other subscribers, more than $5.
So basically, the more subs you have, so if you have like 100 subs, you might have like 20 free emotes, and then etc. etc. Okay. Own attack.
Fuck.
You won't roll.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you're missing a few dice, right?
Sorry, what was that? Do more than 16 damage in 1 turn.
Well, I can't roll higher than 16 on 2 dice.
I'm gonna have to fix that microphone in a second. It's bugging me.
Which one? That
No,
one.
it's too high. It's very quiet.
I was
Okay.
17 on the
Quick
first one.
math.
I can talk
Yeah.
louder.
Yeah. Just yell. Everyone just yell at each other.
Okay, Johnny!
No, don't. Jeez.
Miss.
No, it's not.
Wait, don't you get to roll 2 2 d20s for your attack?
No. It's 3.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Yeah, fucking get it right. Come on.
12.
Like his d4. Oh, you got 78.
D4.
19 is enough. Your fiery battle axe comes around, bursts into steam as it cleaves through, and the remnants of it into the puddle of wine that is about shin deep around you. So, with them dispersed, what do you want to do?
Could the
Is the wine still flowing?
You see, by this stage, the wine has slowed down a lot to almost a slight trickle. Looks like you would assume from the pressure that it first came out to what it is now, there was probably like tanks almost that were full, and with it depleting out, yeah.
What's on the sarcophagus again?
It's like a note that, like,
There was the wooden plaque,
yeah.
Drown your sorrows.
which said,
Oh.
drown your soul.
Didn't it disappear once the sunlight hit it?
Or did it? Maybe it did.
I thought it, like, evaporated or whatever.
Hmm.
You know what we should do?
Yes.
Bottle it, ship it back to Port Nazima, and then sell it.
Wine.
Wine. Make a business out of it.
Also, that's something
Not
I
all
forgot.
of the wine.
That's something I forgot from last week.
Yes.
Forgot to recap. Is Xanath drank some water from a well, and is now a girl.
Yeah.
Which,
just-
mind you, he's been practicing that voice. I've never felt more fucking uncomfortable in my life.
Uncomfortable, horny, or
I had a boner the whole time.
Lock us in the traps.
Got the fucking weirdest erection.
Why is my ding dong hard?
Okay, so with that, what would you like to do?
expand dong.
Start bottling the wine.
How many bottles do you have?
Probably none.
We have infinite money.
Yeah, of course we do. Because of the job.
Yeah. So why have we not been abusing that?
Because we've nothing to sell. No merchants to sell.
We haven't really encountered
You can
any
just-
merchants since we got the jug.
Wait, when did we get the job?
When
I think it was that one session when I had to go buy my car.
nah, it's that one session that we convinced you that there was a god.
Because I had
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, that was yonks
Yeah.
ago.
the
Yeah.
jug came from the
Jahan.
crocodile statue.
We've been in fucking Omu for a really long
Mm.
time.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we weren't even in the fucking. Well, it wasn't home. It was just the jungle.
Yeah, but we were on our way to
Yeah.
Omu.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we haven't been to like a city or anything in ages that has merchants.
That was that shonky camp, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
It's almost like the guides warned you that it was like a 2-week trip out into the jungle to the forgotten city where nobody lives anymore. And you guys were like, yeah, cool, let's go.
Immediately.
What did we need to do beforehand?
Side quests.
power level.
Hear of a forbidden city?
Training
Go to the
montage.
forbidden city.
So, also, no, we'll talk about it after the break. It's alright, I'll save it. Go on, what do you want to do?
You're gonna forget it.
No.
I was gonna say, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, but Lockie.
I'm gonna have words with you later. No.
I just have no idea where I am. So let's leave.
So, yeah, you
Oh,
guys...
yeah, Matt.
Give us a look at your maps.
Mine's better, so if you want to look at
yeah,
it.
Lucky, thanks.
Guess he's not getting a lift on Friday.
Yeah, I can't show you guys this map. So basically,
You can.
back out... No, I can't.
Well, look.
So the only way out of this room is back through the hallway that you came.
Yes.
Which you remember, as you go out, it curves up into those like semicircle walls. Back to at the end of the hallway is the pit where the stairs are.
That does not help at all.
And up one way was...
What do you mean?
Yeah, what about all the other paths?
There wasn't two paths though, I don't reckon. They're semicircle.
We just need to go back to the main room and then go into a different exit. We need to find all the sarcophagus. Sarcophagi.
So Sarcophanoa guy.
You really love sarcophagus.
That's
Sarcophagus.
like...
No, I had to correct myself.
That's where you
it's
are.
time to fuck it.
They're like the semicircle things. That's where the stairs are, and this is that zombie door where you cut the heads off the 3 zombies.
Yeah.
So there was another way out there.
Yeah, that's where I want to
You're
go.
aware of.
Scott, 60.
Wasn't one of the
Oh,
ones for the fountain?
Tim, 60. Walter.
Wasn't one of the ones for
okay.
Dumbass's fountain?
What?
One that
Could we
turned
go?
Jordan into a chick?
No, that was on the first level.
Where the dead body is, was there like a passageway that we could keep following? The goat.
Sorry?
You know how there was the guy cut in half?
Yep.
The goat human. Was there a path behind him?
You can see it kept going and curved up and around.
Oh, right.
So he was like halfway up.
And then
halfway
it
up.
just loops up and around to the other side.
From what you could see, it kept going around, yeah.
Maybe we should investigate that.
I really should watch the stream like Tuesday nights.
Just to get up to speed.
My brain just goes mush.
Johnny should make a highlight reel.
Yeah, with all the time that I've got. Yep.
Yep.
You said you're up to 4 AM writing a new campaign.
Well, yeah.
That sounds like
Fucking... I mean, sitting there and putting random jargon onto a page is different from sitting there and actively editing a highlight reel. Do you know how long it takes to edit?
Never done.
Forever.
Sounds pretty quick.
Forever.
It does
Cut,
take-
paste, cut, paste.
It does take a long time.
All you need to do is press Control X and Control V.
Jordan
X.
is on the way. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to murder Xanath before he gets here? 'Cause
Yeah,
fuck, that would
now's
be
your
funny.
opportunity. No, I'm kidding.
Cut
Not
his tits
too
off.
bad.
Cool.
Do you want to turn him into a nun?
Is there anything else you want to do in here?
No.
Is it?
Okay. So
Should we look if there is anything else?
heading
to
back
do?
out. So there was the sarcophagus, the pillars, 4 pillars around the room, and the like where the wine came out, basically, which were like heads of.
Is the sarcophagus still open?
No, it's slammed back down.
Let's open it again.
Yeah. Okay.
More.
That was a discussion. That was a discussion
Yeah.
for everyone.
Okay, I'll open it. Go on.
Scott's like, sure.
Yep.
You're like, let's open it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, come on. Open the fuck off.
He's not even the dumbest one though.
Who is?
Jordan.
He's got 8.
He has 8 intelligence.
Why doesn't... Oh, he does that.
He's
pretty
barely
stupid.
fucking sentient.
Yeah. He does keep drinking
Yeah, which
water.
I like that he's RPing that. By the way,
No, that's
like
not
you
RP.
guys get angry. You guys get angry because he makes dumb decisions, but he makes dumb decisions because he has an intelligence.
Yeah.
Johnny, I can assure you that's not RP.
We're actually not allowed to let him have a character over 8 intelligence.
6.
It's
Yeah,
dropping 5.
okay, sure. Yeah, no, you open it back up. The wooden plaque's still in there. But like you search around, there doesn't seem to be anything else in here. It's just an empty sarcophagus with a wooden plaque.
Hey, the sarcophagus.
Take
Yeah, and the where the wine was pouring in was for gargoyle heads, basically.
Wait, are we technically grave hunting again?
No.
I believe it's called grave robbing.
Hunting.
You don't hunt. Yeah, I found it.
Hunting
Bang,
graves.
bang, bang, you
Walking
did.
around with a harpoon. I found one.
Sink it, boys.
Alright. Come off it.
You're great.
Okay.
We've already got Sorry, we've already got Ant, we don't need a third.
Now we're grave hunting.
What
That'd
do
sound
you-
like a dodgy TV
Wait.
show.
They're all
Grave
lucky. It's
hunters.
all lucky.
Yeah.
What do you
You
want
call
to do?
me the retarded one.
And does anyone want a pen? Because I have like 7 of them.
Nah,
Why do I
from
have
at you
so many
last
pens?
time.
Okay, sure. What do you want to do then?
Go fun.
I want to see, just check like the slopey bit where the dead goes.
Okay, sure. So yeah, you're heading back to the corpse then?
Yeah, it's not. It's
Sure.
just outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the corpse
cool.
is about halfway up. Do you want to make me
His feet are slippery and he's gonna slip.
make me a perception. See if you can perceive what's happening.
You see the carcass floating away in the
Uh oh.
lawn. Nah, surely you wouldn't have got that eye.
Got what? Sorry,
What are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of a trap.
Yeah.
Well, you know the corpse has already been looted.
Yeah, well, yeah. We already thought of that before. It
11?
doesn't happen.
Okay, so with that, you would notice as you're walking up, you sort of brace yourself to like lean forward because it's on a bit of a slope, and you brace yourself to like scurry up this like round. You notice as you're going up, there's actually no force pulling you back down. It almost seems like you're being pulled down as if you're on flat ground.
That's cool.
That is
So it's like gravity.
No.
no,
Well,
what?
anti-gravity.
No.
Like if. What? As in, like, just say there's a circle, you just keep walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're wrong still.
I'm just gonna keep walking normally.
Somebody put magnets
Yeah.
on your shoes.
Is there even such a thing called anti-gravity? I don't think there is.
Okay, so you
It's lack
you
of.
stand
Yeah, exactly.
you stand up and you take a step.
Pushes you away from large objects.
And you start walking up and up until the point that you are now like disappearing past where the roof is, and you're still standing upright.
Cool. I'll
There's none
follow
at
him.
the top. There's none
Yeah,
at the top.
yeah, you guys can keep heading up.
Dog roof.
I'll let him.
Dog roof.
I'll wait till they say it's safe.
So, I'll go up the other way actually.
Hi, friend.
So does it like loop back around and you can?
I feel like there's gonna be an upside down room somewhere.
Yeah, some of that. Yeah.
What?
Walking down the stairs. Walking down the stairs.
So, Tim, as Garth continues up and around, you get up a little bit further and you see lying on the ground in front of you is like a leather-bound tome.
Ooh.
I don't know who the fuck.
Sure.
We should go back to the bag of holding.
Ogamuck, as you begin walking up, you feel a little bit strange.
As you start turning into a girl.
Yeah, you're a chick now.
Ah.
I think
I'll just get me tipped out for the boys.
Oh.
I want you to make a charisma save.
Charisma save.
How charismatic is a
10.
orc barbarian?
It's relatively good looking for him.
You got a 1.
No, I got a 4.
Okay, what is it?
5. Plus.
Okay, so you
Eagles.
begin
20.
walking up around, and as you're walking up, you begin to hear almost a faint voice, which seems like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere. As it begins to speak to you, you start to get the feeling that this is coming from inside of you.
Right.
And the voice you hear is a female voice.
If it's charm.
It's Zelda. I've just been playing Breath of the Wild and hear voices in it, so...
Wait, what's
There's
that?
no voices in that game.
Yeah, Link hears voices.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Breath of the Wild.
What Breath of the Wild game you play?
I was trying to think of... Like, you think he's hearing voices.
At the start, where the dialogue's talking to you.
I was trying to fuck with him and you just completely fucked that up.
And this voice begins to say to you, you should be careful in this place. It's not one for the mortals like you.
Hashtag yellow.
Didn't you also just say it's a female voice?
420 blazer.
I mean, what do you want from me? Jeez.
Come on.
You should be careful in this place. It's not one for mortals like yourself.
So she's not immortal.
Really?
Or it's just Jordan fucking with, like, Xanath just trying to be like...
I trust that if you and your companions have ventured into this place, it must be you have some grief with Asaract.
Yes.
Then perhaps I can aid you in your journey then.
Yeah. And what do you want in return?
I want my revenge. Perhaps if you were to carry me to the end that sees your blade slicing through Asarac's throat, then perhaps I could guide your hand.
That's all you, Scott.
What do you mean carry you? Physically or?
My body was lost in this place when Asarac first came to Ono and destroyed everything that we had worked to build. So now I'm stuck in this internal, horrific place. However, it seems that I'm able to commune with you and almost embody, we might say. So, you could be my vessel, and I will aid you.
I kind of want to resist her. But I don't want to say anything at the moment. Can she read my mind? Can I feel like she's in my head?
Yeah, so what, like you think something, like
Yeah.
without speaking it?
Try and, like, continue the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you reply to her in your head, and, yeah, she responds.
That's too late.
By this stage, like, Garth has almost come around the other side. It seems like he can't hear any of this.
Yeah.
It seems like the voice is almost entirely in your head. Garth, that tome,
Yes.
what are you doing with it? You're just putting it away?
Oh, I'd like to inspect it.
Okay. Sure, let me stick this tag back in, because it's not sticky anymore, apparently.
More tags.
I'll basically say in my mind, should I tell the others of your existence? Or do you want it kept secret?
You could do whatever you wish. Do you fear that they might...
I'm
not-
crazy.
Yeah, that they
Nah.
may not believe you, that
Cut
they may
it out,
think you crazy?
Voices in my head. It's like the barber talk. It's like, why are you crazy? He's like screaming.
What is wrong with you?
Ah.
I just rolled 20. And 19. My good rolls. My good rolls? No. There's a 3, it's okay. That made a cool noise.
Ask her what her name is.
Well,
No, not because like.
you're
Hey,
more
what are you doing tonight?
perhaps you're more familiar with me than you realise. I am Shigambi.
Oh, shit.
You flick through.
Okay, no.
You flick through this this journal. A lot of it's illegible. Looks like a lot of it's just been worn away. You flick through to one of the most legible pages, and you find an excerpt. I nearly said expert. Reading.
Excavate.
It looks like it's been more freshly written than anything else. One of the last pages.
Might be the diary of the goat person.
And it says, "To those who find this, I know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord, Ras Nasi, stripped us of our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master, Asarath. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to this phylactery, sorry. Alas, it seems he is one. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The Tomb Guardians tore seaward to pieces.
Oh, that was the
And
big
with
one.
him, we lost the Starfallen. Our quest has failed. Even if we'd found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have seen some humour in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you a piece of advice. Asarat is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora, save us all.
Spicy. I'll keep it.
Sure. Okay.
The secret will help you.
Okay. What are you doing?
Yeah, so like Jordan might use to drive his baton.
Is that all we know?
That's like one of the only ones we know.
You need to like get all your notes and like put it in like a Word document or something, or like an Excel sheet.
Or
Let me use your laptop.
you
and
could
I'll do
take
it.
notes.
No,
Oh,
no, it's not. It's not the fact that
I don't have
having
a
notes
laptop.
the
but,
notes. Yeah, my laptop's fucking huge though. So
yeah, we only know two.
okay, it can't be wisdom.
Well, that's what we've worked out. That might not be true.
Did Asarak betray all the 9 gods?
Yeah. They trapped you, aren't they?
Yes,
And they and the other one trapped here as well.
when he arrived, he forced us all into this place as a trial to see if we were worthy to rule.
Hey, I would have passed that trial.
It seems all of us failed, and all of us are now stuck here, residing in various parts of this tomb. I'm not sure. I haven't communed with the others, but I'm sure they're here. It seems that we are quite restricted to where we dwell. To this tunnel, it seems. I'm sure the others are probably faced with very similar situations.
So will you still be in contact with me once I leave this place?
Yes, I've attached myself to
okay,
your
yeah.
being, it seems.
Oh my god. The same.
yeah, dick sucker.
Are you telling us all this?
No, this is all my stuff.
I will
Well,
tell you this. If you agree to have me along, I will not stand by and let evildoers continue their endeavours. If we find somebody who has been causing grievous harm,
Like
we
the
will
Bible,
put
though.
an end to them, whether you like it or not.
I'm up for killing shit.
It's
Evil
very
shit.
good. It seems perhaps our ideals align.
I could get you in some hot water.
Yeah. Have we done any bad shit?
What do you mean? I've only been here since. I haven't,
Yeah, I haven't done any bad shit.
I haven't killed puppies or anything.
Yeah, as soon as you see Finn and you're like,
They're literally like what Shigambi was. Those things that you
they're
killed.
pretty much Shigabi's kids. It's a good thing Finnan's dead now, because if he wasn't.
Okay, when I see Garth, I'll tell him about Shigambi.
Yeah.
Do you believe him?
At this stage, a copper comes rolling past your feet,
Yeah.
goes past you and keeps going.
Dexter.
Every time something happens, he's
Do
like,
I see him do it?
Yeah, so you're stood down the bottom. Dex is like looking at this tunnel. He pulls out a copper, and it just continues, and just keeps going up and around.
Does
Hey,
it
that's
keep, does it
cool.
come back? Like, past
Yeah,
me?
so like 30 seconds later, this coin comes back down the
Can I-
opposite side.
Can I
And he
anticipate
stands on
it? Oh.
No, like it only goes past you once.
I'm
It
gonna-
arrives back down the bottom where you are, and Dex like stands on it. He's like, we can walk around this.
I'm gonna roll a gold piece down.
Yeah, okay, sure.
and you fuck it up and just rolls into the wall.
Oh.
You hear, hello?
Give me more money and I will give it more in return.
You lose on that.
No, he throws all the money out and we just keep it all.
He's like, yeah, half orcs are kind of recognisable.
Damn it.
I did it right.
Thanks for the
Deception.
gold.
That was never mind.
Fuck, that was my goal.
Through deception.
Yeah, I've got 29 gold.
Yeah, so Ogamark tells you that he's got the essence, essentially, of Shigambi inside of him.
What does that mean?
Means
Oh,
he's
God.
been penetrated by a female lioness.
Oh, it's a theme. Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I've got Moa. Ooh.
I'll go Jahan.
Cool.
Wait,
What do
who's
you
Jahan?
what do you want to do?
Does he get anything for that? Like any bonuses?
We'll see.
Buffs.
10 on strength.
And rage.
No negative effects on rage.
That would be good.
Cool.
That would be real handy.
So,
Oh.
Might as well come back down. So there's actually just nothing else up here though. If you just full circle and
Mhm. So yeah, you guys both went around. He found the journal.
Run as fast as you can up and around.
I'll try. Can you like jump and touch the roof?
Yeah, it's like a fairly low ceiling. Yeah.
So if you grab the middle, does it look like you're hanging upside down? Or?
No, it looks completely normal from where you are, especially because you can't see far enough around the curve.
Yeah.
But it just, yeah, it seems like you're just standing on the ground.
Do you feel distant? Yeah, oh, okay, so you don't feel distant.
No, it feels completely normal.
The earth is flat. That's my conclusion.
So what do you want to do?
Okay, let's just go back on the ground.
What was in that room that you killed the 3 zombies in?
We didn't open the door.
yeah.
Because it was still locked.
Did you not
no,
look?
yes we did. There was the carriage with the sarcophagus.
You looked through.
Yeah, we looked through it.
Oh, didn't we? Okay.
Should we try going in there?
There's a passage up this way.
Because
isn't
remember I
there?
pulled the chains out.
Yeah, but if it's a sarcophagus
Is there a passage
room,
that way?
We just fucked one up.
Okay. There's an extra one here.
Well, how many? We've done 2 sarcophagus
that one.
rooms. Haven't we seen 4 though?
Yeah. But we don't know what's in it.
Have we seen 4 sarcophagi?
No, that was the third one. And we hadn't opened the
'Cause I
first
thought-
one or the second one yet.
Because do we open the one in the? Oh, we couldn't open the one behind the glass pane, could we?
No, it wouldn't open. But there was the copper disc with the
Yeah.
eyes on it. You should take one of your eyes out and put it in there.
But that will fall though.
Swap it. And then you can see into the future.
Or just fuck up the bears holding it.
Yeah.
Just take the bear's eyes out. Or we all should just close our eyes at the same time. Wasn't there another puzzle that we actually had to do something like that?
Yeah, we
Right.
have to cover the eyes of the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if we cover the eyes of that?
100 eyes.
So
Yeah, we just put a fucking cloth over it.
we would remember from after that happened, all of the eyes on the disc closed.
I thought
Let's
they were all
poke
open.
them so they open their eyes.
Well, let's just.
Ask
They all opened and then
Ask
the
what's
things
her name?
attacked, and then
Ask
Shigambi.
Shigambi.
closed.
See if she knows anything about it.
Who's Shigambi?
Why the fuck did you get it of all people?
No, what's the point of asking about it?
Because she might have
Because they might know something.
But she was isolated to this room.
Don't mean that like
She's,
fucking Asarak could have talked or something.
she's still like a entity. So, like, quite powerful nature.
Still may know something of it.
No, let's keep exploring for now.
I'm keen to check that on the room.
She's not gonna know anything anyway.
But how do we know?
I said so.
Fight.
I say she doesn't know anything. I just asked her and she doesn't know anything.
You don't know that.
Can
You
I
can't
do
be
it?
angry.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, good point.
Whatever you're doing, go for it.
13.
27.
Fuck off.
What did you get?
5.
What?
Yeah,
What
full of
happened?
shit.
So what happened?
Scott's trying to bullshit and got caught out.
Well,
About what?
that Shigambi's, I said, oh, Shigambi a question about one of the other rooms. And he was like...
About what room?
The copper
Oh,
eyes.
the eyes. And I was like, he goes, oh, she doesn't know anything. I'm like, I called him out on it.
And I was like, fine, don't believe me.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want it.
Fine, don't believe me.
No, you.
She says,
To me.
Wait, can I ask her questions as well?
You can ask me questions, she'll
you
hear it.
hear in your head, did you see what Jordan just wrote?
Yep. Rip.
So Jordan's trying to get here, right? Calls an Uber. The Uber driver drives past him like 3 times, not recognizing that he was his fare,
Is that him again?
and then cancelled and just left. Anyway,
They charged him $10 for it.
that's amazing.
That's fast.
So you hear in your head, what do you say?
I was like, does Shigambi know anything about the room, the sarcophagus room with all the eyes? And
Yeah, okay. You'd hear in your head, I'm not familiar with what he's describing. And then you say no, which wasn't really a deception.
He tried to decept it at first.
Yeah, he tried to pretend to ask. Again.
Well, no, I mean that's because I wasn't paying attention, really.
Get fucked.
Ooh,
See, I knew she didn't know anything.
I thought you were just
At
sort of
least
doing
now
some
we
jokes.
know.
we know that she knows nothing.
Or am I deceiving you again?
He's just lying for the sake of lying.
Yes.
Typical scumbag.
Okay.
Let's cut him from the party.
But you don't know that I'm lying.
It's cut his arms off and so backwards.
Let's swap his eyes.
How about we actually solve
You
puzzles
do
for
hear,
ourselves?
because Dexter has that staff from the corpse, like strapped to his
Yeah.
backpack. You do hear Shigambi say, "That staff that your companion's carrying, I would warn him to be careful. I have a sneaking suspicion that it may be cursed."
Hey, Baxter.
That's a really good staff. You should use it more often.
Yeah.
I'll tell him that the staff is cursed.
Oh. Yeah. Of course it is. Do you want a staff?
You can hold on to it for me.
Excellent. Trapped in a tomb of death and destruction with a cursed staff. Brilliant.
You don't have to keep it.
Well, I
Not
do
me.
though, because I mean, the person I'm going to sell it to doesn't know that it's cursed, does he?
As if the curse doesn't get to you first.
Why would you say that?
I wonder if this is...
Stacks like that.
All right. What do you want to do?
We should go clear the other sarcophagus room. Do you agree?
Yep, yep.
The carriage one.
Yeah,
Can we get through that door then?
we can try.
Imagine if the only way was to do something with those skeleton heads, or the zombie heads that Scott decided to decapitate.
Surely that's not the only way.
Yeah, surely, guys.
Did we try brute
It's
force?
just termination. Yeah, you fucked it up, so you're just stuck here. You just can't complete it.
Oh, surely there's a way to do that.
It's just a bug.
Okay.
Restart the game.
So what do you want to do? You want to head back to that door?
Is Daxter cool with doing that?
Go back to our last checkpoint.
Yeah.
Got any ideas of if we tried opening it?
Yeah, I think we did.
Well, we're about to.
You had a look, like you tried to push on it,
Yeah.
it didn't budge. There's no like handles or locks or anything on it.
But we didn't like try to put our hands through head holes and see if we could find anything on the side.
You can put your hand through it if you want.
I'm just saying we didn't.
Go on.
Go on, G.
Somebody pretty dexterous needs to do that.
Like a ranger.
Fuck off. Put your hand through a hole. It's not that hard.
No, just in case you need to get out.
So
You're just like...
you want to head back to that door?
Sure. As well.
Okay.
Can't get it through.
Yeah. So you come back to this door, intricately like engraved with the dead, essentially, and various other references. And yeah, it's got the 3 like holes in it where the heads were poking through, which is now stained with blood of the creatures that were there. The 3 heads still roll around on the ground.
But they're still alive.
No.
No.
I was gonna say.
They're just rolling.
And yeah, the chains like pulled through one of the holes where you like pulled it through and tried to I don't know what you were trying to do, something. But yeah, what do you wanna do?
Okay, I'll put my hand through a hole, see if I can feel anything.
Yeah, you want to feel for like a latch or something.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you have a bit of a feel around.
Through each hole. Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anything there. You can feel like the texture on the back of the door, almost as if it's been scratched. But like feeling around, you can't find any handles or holes or anything that strikes you as something to be opened with.
Secret wall. Just start swinging at walls randomly.
Ching, ching. I'll just start rolling. But lock it
What if we just try pushing it down?
What if we pull it?
What if we lift it?
What if we chop through it?
Through
What's it
metal.
made out of? Metal.
It seems to just be a very heavy stone. Like, yeah.
What if we just fucking... Well, you should shoot a thunder arrow into it.
Does it look like
Terrible
any
idea.
hinges or?
Do it if you want to.
Make like an investigation.
Never mind.
Are you rolling anything good today?
Yeah, I rolled good damage and good initiative.
It's our only combat.
Do we all have a look at the... I take a closer look at the door.
I look
Sure.
at even closer than Elna's.
Well, I got a 4.
You do. You do look really fucking close.
So you two,
Not
are,
really.
you two are standing there, like pressing on it. You're reaching behind. Elnatac's like trying to push it sideways. Daxter's like, it looks like it probably lifts up.
Yeah. What do I said?
Yeah, you want to try and lift it? Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that. Sure.
Goes nowhere.
What's your strength?
Oh, yes. Like
Plus
21.
this?
No, just your strength.
Oh,
18.
17.
Yeah, okay. Between the two of you, it is immensely heavy, almost back-breakingly heavy.
Oh
but
fuck,
you
someone go grab
manage-
the immovable rod.
Rob. Rob! Rob, come hold this door.
Yeah, we just had to inch it. We just had to inch it up.
That's my next character's name.
just-
Immovable Rob.
I just imagine Rob as like a what are they called?
I'm gonna be a half giant, and I'm gonna be called Rob. I'm just gonna fucking stand there.
Xana's like, the rod, yeah, right. Runs back, grabs it. Oh, actually, no, somebody else go get it. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. He grabs it, comes running back, he's like, Rod,
Did he leave it in the door?
it was from the last room. Remember? It was used to hold the block up.
but no one grabbed it.
No, never did.
No. That's what I said. Fuck.
Cool. So you guys
Immovable
managed to,
rod.
like, lift this door.
Thanks,
and,
Rob.
Like, heave it up to about waist height before it comes almost, like, it's a real struggle to get it past, like, waist height. Xana sticks the rod in, click, and it's now, like, you know, 1 foot or 2 foot high. This opening.
Yeah, just walk on. Cool. I'll climb underneath.
Yep. Okay. So,
I'll have a tricky goods.
as you enter...
Ooh. A lit
No,
beer.
never mind. Sorry. You're right.
As you enter, fuck all happens.
Sorry. Yeah.
So he's all good to enter.
Hey?
He's in.
Yeah, so
Room
he's
goes
in.
in.
There's like the 3 corpses of the zombies that you beheaded. I missed what you said, so I'm gonna
You
put
don't
that
want to know. I curl it as well.
So, as you... Are you right?
It wasn't that bad.
Just continue.
Timestamp at 1 hour. Go have a look later.
So, you step into this room, and you can see around the outside are 6 glass cauldrons, which seem to be full to the brim with bones. At the centre of it stands an ancient chariot with a massive bronze sarcophagus. With various treasure scattered across the top of it.
What do you mean treasure? What treasure?
Paintings across the chariot show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the wall, like opposite from the door that you came in, is a large brown shield, which seems to have the image of a like Cholton warrior with a spear, sort of embraced on it.
Was there any human-like gods? Like humanoid
No. So you'd know that the 9 gods were always depicted as various animals.
There was a bird though.
So there's this massive shield with a Cholton warrior on it carrying a spear. Inscripted beneath it, it says, "Bow before no one."
What was that?
Around the rest of the room, there are 4
Second
bronze
level.
statues on pedestals.
For what?
So on either side of this shield, so there's 2 on the left, 2 on the right, are 4 large bronze statues. All of them are Cholton warriors. One of them has a sword, 2 have spears, and one of them is missing a face, almost as if when it was crafted, it was just crafted with a smooth face.
Like unfinished or?
Yeah, almost like it just has never been finished yet.
Well, somebody get carving.
Okay, what did you ask before? You said something, what kind of treasure you were asking.
What treasure?
So across the
Crystal
top,
in the middle.
you can see there's various, there's a bunch of gold pieces just like scattered across the top. There's some like gold goblets, some like golden trinkets like cloak pins and that sort of stuff. There's an amulet. Yeah, that's about it. Some various, just various trinkets and that sort of thing. Goblets and plates and...
Is anyone else inside yet?
I take the move.
I'm like, you've probably... I suppose by the time you've walked in, somebody's probably followed you by now.
Surprise!
Didn't I?
Garth just pops up. I don't know, he didn't say anything when he said, does anybody else come in? So I was like,
Yeah, I said I crawled in
okay.
after him.
Alright, yeah, so there's probably a couple of people in here by now.
I reckon we just smash the glass pane with the bones in them.
Let's not move too fast.
What are they?
They're like glass.
They're urns, are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
Those things with bones in them.
Glass panes.
I
Weren't they
think
cauldrons?
they're called panes.
Weren't they cauldrons?
Cauldrons. Oh, I thought they were urns.
We should smash them.
We should cook them up.
Papa Zotel teaches us to bow before no one.
Papa's open.
What was he?
Oh god.
Oh, I don't think we actually have that one. Oh, I need the sticky note.
Hmm.
Do you have any sticky
Cool.
notes left, Johnny?
Sort of.
Well, it wasn't
Text.
wrong with sort of.
Text.
Well, no, they are
So
actually.
you guys dropped them off for me, and
Yeah.
Tex immediately chewed them up. So they've been like that since you gave them to me.
I have a mate that's shaped like a big iron bowl.
What?
His cauldron.
So what do you want to do?
That Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Actually, there's a fucking number on those things.
Yeah, that's the best of them. That's what I could salvage. Oh, I really need like a book thing.
You want?
Do you want me to fucking end you?
I was going to hold the book for you.
I know what you were doing. You whore.
I was going to throw the book away.
I'm just building a wall. Call me Trump. Stop it.
Tim's a Mexican.
Stop. Hate you. Insert Anakin clip here.
So if I take one
You're the chosen one.
I will kill you.
That looks scary.
Now Scott can.
that looks scary. I just see these red eyes and a chick with teeth.
Fit. She's fit.
Okay, what are you doing?
Do it.
Oh.
Should we just open the sarcophagus? What's worse?
No, hold up. What was...
Papa's Zotel.
Would you fuck off?
So abrasive. Good grief. What's everyone want to do?
I don't open the sarcophagus, but they're not letting me.
Fuck 'em.
What's she going with it?
Do you know anything of this room? Well, what do you know of Papa's Zotel? Scrum.
Evil lad.
You're gonna cuck me here, aren't you? I
Dude, asking
wanted...
questions like this just fucks you up.
Every single room.
No,
Hey, Shigami.
okay, no,
Hey,
so
Shigami.
the worst thing is, I wanted to find a certain page in here which has like all the relations of the gods. And do you think I can fucking find it? I looked for it before we started.
Wait,
and
so
I
there
couldn't
is
find
one.
it.
Hit Control F.
Oh,
it's
I
on
found
page.
it. Bam.
So you have press Control M.
Control F worked.
Ta-da.
So you are asking Shigambi
About Papa Zol.
about Papa Zotal.
Papa Rappatabadoo.
He's right, mate.
Scott didn't even say. He's just like doing something.
What you do, punk?
I'm gonna fucking hit him.
What do you do?
Just hurry up, get it over and done with. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh no! No! I only left my head at fucking lunchtime.
Hey,
She actually
technically,
says to you, Papa Zotal is one of the gods that I never really interacted with. I don't know much about him, and I especially don't know much about this room. I've never seen this before.
What was he?
You would get the you do know. Yeah, she does say he was his form was a large bird, which she describes it to you, and you understand it to be one of the large birds that was like following you guys around at that garden,
I've got an idea.
like the 10 foot tall like
So,
Elbus birds.
Are your trials specific to you? So does your trial have something to do with wine because you're an alcohol? Well, not an alcohol.
You like stumbling. She's like, yes, it seems that not necessarily our trials, but perhaps our resting places
Yeah,
or
yeah.
where we're bound to seems to
He
be
was greedy.
relevant.
Well,
Asaract,
because he will not bow before no one.
Asaract is a very peculiar person.
Hypocritical.
He loves indulging in riddles and plays
what I
and messing with people's minds, essentially.
Oh, bow before no one. I've
Last-
got to go backwards again, like last time.
what?
Remember, it's like bow before nobody, and I did the limbo. Like I went, instead of bowing, I went backwards.
This one was cover your eyes. This one was the one where you have to cover your eyes. I've literally been fucking researching it.
Yeah, no, I'm just remembering.
Ask Shigambi if she knows what.
So you can
Papa
ask
Zotal-
her and I can just answer
Oh.
for.
Shigambi, what god is Papa Zotal?
What's it got off?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would know from your research, like, they weren't necessarily gods of anything.
Shut up.
I'm the one asking the fucking questions.
Sorry.
Keep asking while you walk.
I'm assuming that's Jordan.
Hopefully.
It's a pizza guy. With extra sausage.
1 second, please. Yeah, so you would know, like, from your research that they're not necessarily the gods of something in particular. They were just known as the trickster gods, and as a whole, they were the rulers of Chult and Omu. But in terms of, like, what they specifically ruled over, there wasn't anything in particular. Papa Zotal, though...
That's why I assume we finished the fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We died.
You killed one, so
yeah,
that makes
everybody.
one that you've killed ever.
Hey, no. Most of the time I make him kill himself, but there was the one goblin that I killed.
Don't count.
Fucking text.
It's a goblin, doesn't count.
Counts as negative, kill snag on 0. Ta-da.
I thought you were gonna throw that at me for a second.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I can't find all my fucking things have fallen off. Papa Zotal, though, says she says what I do know, he was
Wait, Papa's over.
he was an extremely shrewd and conniving person, very
Sweet.
undermining.
was a very country.
If there was ever altercations between the gods, you can bet that Papazodal had something to do with it.
Did you just write dick next to it?
Shooting kebab.
Wait, how do you spell shrew?
Anyway.
S-H Root?
Is that actually how it's spelled?
Probably not.
Doesn't really matter as long as he knows what it means. What's okay? What's everyone doing? Sorry, I was very distracted
good
flicking
question.
through pages.
Oh,
Hey.
you little sweet fucko.
Fair enough.
I'll put a red dot here.
Man, that fucking Uber though.
Thanks for the $10, yo.
If I knew it would have taken that long, I would have got you guys Macca's. Because I was waiting at Macca's for him for 25 minutes before he decided to cancel on me.
Shit. Can you get that $10 back?
Yeah. Because the second guy found me no worries, I can just dispute it and get it
Yeah.
back. But fucking hell.
Sure.
Okay, what you want to do?
Back.
So while you guys are thinking, for your reference, you're in a room with a in the center. There's a large like chariot. On the back of it is a massive bronze sarcophagus, which is covered with treasure. There's gold, there's goblets, there's plates, there's cutlery, and various other stuff. There's an amulet. On the back wall, there's a massive shield. On it is like a depiction of a Cholton warrior carrying a spear. Beneath it, it says "Bow before no one." Like flanking it are 4 more massive statues, which again are just Cholton warriors made out of bronze. One of them has a sword. 2 of them have spears. One of them has nothing. And on the side walls, there's 6 glass urns which are full to the brim with bones. And that is about it.
Now, what did you say?
Oh no, you wouldn't get it. There's a trash talking bin.
Okay. Also, he's inhabited by Shigambi.
I have a feeling.
Huh.
I have a feeling that we were meant to try and get those zombies attached to the sarcophagus
We still
chariot.
To pull.
So now
Hold
that
on.
you're inside, with your intelligence, by the way, you would see that the chains that were attached to the zombies go up and around like almost a pulley system, come back down and attach to the bottom of the door. It looks like if the zombies were to move away from the door, they would have lifted it up.
Why would they move away from it?
Yeah, so you have to bait them.
So these are the zombies that you got to stick their head through and then
Yeah.
slice their face off.
Well, we just lifted out the door.
What if we put it on?
Because we
Is there a way we can rig up the chains to the chariot?
No, they don't reach. So into this room, there's like
No,
a...
wait.
Power
Just get
chains.
Just pull the chain and then put the removable rod through the chain.
How the fuck are we going to get the immovable rod?
Well, you have to have multiple people on the chain. If it's just 3 zombies to pull that up, obviously you could have a couple
Yeah,
of
but
people.
he's saying
we
how will
leave.
we recover it when you leave?
We'll just leave the most
What do you
useful.
use?
No, well, we can
This is
just...
not Ogumok's problem. Ogumok does not care for recovering your trinkets.
He can't lift any door.
Why don't we just lift up the door again when we leave?
Or we just lift it higher and then put the thing in again. So we don't have to crawl around there. If we have to run away, it's only 2 foot high.
Yeah, that's about
I love that this is a pressing issue.
It's an escape plan.
Well, do we want to try lifting it higher?
Sure.
Alright, we'll probably need another person.
Yeah, we
to
can have
grab the
multiple
chain.
people.
Dax is like,
Put the chain.
alright, let me show you how it's done.
Go on.
You
You
gonna
know
help us?
Yeah.
I'm just not going to pull the chain.
Oh.
Just watch him fall.
We need you to get the immovable rod and then stick it back up higher.
So basically, these guys lifted what is possibly the heaviest door you will ever experience in your life.
Heavier than the one that he opened with a nat 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
This one goes up, that one went like.
So yeah, these guys have like lifted it up to waist height, and you've stuck the immovable rod in to keep it up.
We liked ARs and it's better.
Okay.
We killed stuff.
What's your strength?
Hey, I
18.
made people
And
kill
yours?
themselves.
17.
Okay.
The best
So
part.
is everyone
Mate,
lifting?
Jump off the boat.
Yeah.
You want to jump
Why are we
down right, do
pulling
it yourself.
chain?
Yeah, we're pulling chain to lift it.
Oh, you're pulling the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you find pulling the chain is actually easier. It looks like it runs around a couple of pulleys, which reduces the weight essentially. And yeah, you manage to pull it right up to like overhead height.
Yeah.
Good things that are super
Over
tall.
my head height.
Yeah, like reaching up, you could like reach where it is essentially. So click, a movable rod goes in, and the door is now like 7-8 foot high.
See?
Now what?
Open to the sarcophagus.
Go on.
Okay. I'll start looking over.
Okay.
I stand back a little bit.
So you
Should
like
we be placing? We're gonna stand.
you start lifting. Yeah. Actually, do that. Sure. Let's
I got a red.
I got a pink.
I'm gonna stay at the doorway.
We don't know what the map looks like, Johnny.
How many squares do you need?
45 by 50.
45
10,
squares.
15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. That's 45 wide.
60 by 60.
Which way's 60? Which way's 45?
So we have a square.
There.
Okay. You got a texter?
So that's the other corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then two.
This is what I want to get rid of. I don't want to be drawing shitty maps.
In the middle. I mean, yeah, I probably should have drawn this before we started, but feels bad. Unless, what time are we at? We're a little bit early. But we could just take a super quick break and I'll prepare a map. You want to do that?
Because I have to pee.
Okay, cool.
Shoddy
We'll take a 5-minute break and we'll be right
Johnny
back.
first.
That button. And
That
near the
doesn't
door?
mean it's a yes, Lockie.
Do you,
Cross.
So, I want to be.
do you want to be near the door?
Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't I want to be?
There's actually a secret door like Rocky. That's that door.
Welcome back.
I get it back.
Oh, bottle flip
Somebody
challenge.
be Map Boy, please. So welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us while I prepared a very hastily drawn map. So
Bearing with us?
these guys have a vague idea of what's happening. So,
Good circles.
what I was going to say before, by the way, is just I was on Reddit and I was trolling. I was trolling through r/D&D, and I read a thing where a player was complaining about their dungeon master,
Yeah,
basically
don't fuck it.
because they felt that they weren't strong enough for a lot of the encounters that they were having. So they the party set about finding just like fights. So they'd go out into the woods until they got into it, like just to grind XP.
Yeah, power level.
So
We should have done
the
that.
DM didn't like that, so he just stopped awarding them XP.
Altogether?
Yeah, because he was like, well, now you're just fucking with my campaign. So he just stopped giving them XP.
That's dodgy.
Yeah.
You can't kill
Like,
something.
and he's
not
like,
get
well,
fixed.
and this guy on Reddit was like, well, how do I deal with that? Like, what do I do? And everyone's like, what a fuckwit. But yeah, so good times.
Just like stop spawning encounters.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like an odd situation, but yeah,
There's a lot of people complaining about stuff on that Reddit.
yeah.
This player
It's
is
all that Reddit is.
Yeah.
Complaining.
and memes.
So,
This is like this player is being a complete dick and destroying the campaign. Well, don't fucking let him play.
Okay, please.
Just
Get out of
free
this
his
guy.
character.
yeah, the whole thing's like communication, basically. If you're
being a dick and you won't stop being a dick.
if you're not happy with something that's going on,
Tim.
whether you're a player or a DM, the only way you're going to solve it is by
Existing.
talking about it.
I am unhappy that my armor class is not universally known as 28.
Can you get out of the way for a second? I want to get to that camera.
So it's known
Yeah.
to you as
Which
28.
camera?
Out. Wait.
You out.
Me
Sit,
too?
go over there. Sorry.
Tim's the DM
I am the
now.
dungeon master.
Ah, wow.
Now I have 28 time.
I did try.
You're dead.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a little bit janky what I want to do.
You just implode.
Why?
Spontaneous
Fucking said
combustion.
so. Shigami doesn't like you anymore.
I listened to a podcast about that the other day, Jordan.
What?
Spontaneous human combustion.
Shigami eats you from the
A song
inside.
about it the other day, I think.
Got to do with your body heat. Your body fat heating up
Shigami
on the angle that you're sleeping on. It melts into you and just basically
what's
you
that
turn into a
word?
turtle.
Manifests
Assuming it's a real thing.
piranhas inside of your
No. It started with like an ash on like something, and like say if like the cigarette burns, explodes, like you catch it on fire. Melts
So
the
it's
fat.
not technically spontaneous.
No.
Okay, let's continue. So, just before the break, Ogamark was about to fling open the sarcophagus, correct?
Yes. Before. If no one said anything though. I just walked up to it and...
Your mate.
No.
Okay. So-
you came with him.
By all means, I should have fixed
your
the
brother.
fucking brightness on that camera while we were stopped. But anyway,
Shine it.
it's fine.
That's what I was
So-
doing before.
Yeah.
By all means, would you like to open it?
Yes.
Okay.
No one said anything.
Communicate what it says at least.
You go to this bronze sarcophagus, which is covered with gold pieces, goblets, amulets, various other trinkets.
Ben comes out.
You grab the side of it and heave it open. As the coin starts to slide across the top, you hear the metallic ching of coins hitting the side. Everyone stood around. You would notice that, but you would also notice other clanking, which is now coming from around the room. You look around to see almost a green light emitting from these cauldrons as bones begin to move and form,
Touch of
joining
sensation.
together as
Didn't you?
skeletal figures
said
begin to
visual.
almost overflow out of these cauldrons onto the floor, picking themselves back up. And as more and more bones join them, you can see that they are becoming like skeletons.
Scary.
Spooky.
I said spooky.
Now, I don't have enough skeletons, so...
No, I'm still full. I'll keep opening.
Okay, so yeah, as you keep opening, basically you see that resting inside of it is
Big
a
bird.
mass of bones.
It's like Big Bird.
Looking at them, like in the time that you've got, you can't see necessarily what they are.
We should have put swapped all the bones around.
Their arms are all backwards.
Oh, by the way, Jordan, I think this is Papa Zodal's sarcophagus. Yeah, he was the bird. That's why I said Big Bird.
He just wasn't being a Sesame Street fuckwit.
No, he was.
As that's happening,
What does that mean?
Daxter stood near the shield. Is like, guys, and like points as the engraving on the shield. This shield is like huge, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
This engraving, which is almost the size of a man, is now moving, picking up a spear and looking like he's about to launch it in your direction.
Oh, shit.
It's just a picture, I can't do anything.
So, now stood around the room.
We 100% forgot to even read what was on that shield.
Whoops.
That's the was.
Said bow before no one.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how many of them are there?
Two
Two
per.
per one.
They're spoopy.
I don't have any more skeletons.
So,
There's only 6 now.
Space Marine, yeah. Oh, they stopped coming out. Hey, you just lied, you said you had more.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what's in this box.
why is one
sometimes.
part green?
I'm pretty sure there's miniatures in there.
Ah, 'cause
White, isn't it?
I was testing a green. Alright, the rest are going to have to be goblins with guns.
I'm not okay with that. It's ruining my immersion.
Thank you, Scott.
Skeletons shouldn't have
ruined
guns.
my emotion. Jordan, do your voice.
Well, as a little teaser, perhaps if we ever get to the new campaign,
What?
okay,
Goblins have guns.
put them in the other
Wait,
two.
what?
So surrounding the room out of these cauldrons is now 12.
Spooky,
What did I just say?
Skeletons.
Spooky skeletons.
Piss and shivers down your spine. Bum, bum, bum.
So
Oh, one just teleporting.
immediately,
What's that?
let me
Oh, me.
find this.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
I do. You know what I don't know how to say?
I'd like you all to roll initiative, of
No.
course.
I refuse.
What a
But
surprise.
I rolled a 19 for initiative for you.
Haha, you so.
But who did worse?
what's your AC?
Probably lucky.
Scott?
What did he get?
14.
Oh, did you give me a shield?
Not yet.
I sucked, but not as much as him.
What'd you get?
8.
I got 4.
Well, we're on it.
What'd you get?
8.
What lucky it?
So you see,
What you
just after Daxter brings your attention to it, you look to see this Cholton warrior engraved on the shield, pulls a spear and launches it, and as he releases it, a white glowing spear out of the shield
Misses me.
and smashes into
Misses.
Ogermark, dealing 16 points of damage.
Oh my
Misses
god.
me.
Continues through and hits. Hell attack.
You're the next one in line, dickhead.
Yeah, he said I'm on
So, 20 to 25.
Yeah.
16.
20 to 25? No?
Nope.
15 to 20? Really? I haven't rolled for Daxter, actually. I should do that real quick, shouldn't I? What was I up to? 10 to 15?
Yeah, 12.
Jesus.
I like this new way of getting everyone's initiative.
Yeah, I wish somebody had told me about it sooner.
Piece of shit.
Do you know Scott did?
Fair.
Scott told him about it last week.
No, I was like, probably like 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
it was a long
Oh.
time. It was when we just started. 5 to 10?
Yep.
What did everyone roll?
Oh,
Did you roll a d6?
I got 8.
It's like golf. You
Oh,
gotta get the last
1 to 5.
Yeah, I got a 4.
I got a 3.
Who's the dead weight now?
Still you.
Hey. It's not that hard to roll above a 2.
Alright, say that when we get some rolling damage.
Alright, in that case, the skeletons begin their assault.
Fucking romping us.
Does it sound like xylophones?
Can I squirt him with a easy off bam?
Yeah, one's got a big green on him.
Is the statue
It's a bit
still
dirty.
like? Is the engraving still like moving, or is it going back to inanimate?
Yeah, so you can see it's launched that spear and it's now turning around as if it's grabbing another one.
So, the fuck do we fight an engraving?
Can we put something in front of it? Take it off the wall.
Just flip it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to there. I mean, they can all move. I don't know why I'm measuring it.
Bow down to him.
We're going to have
Go
two...
backwards.
Yeah, that's not it.
Well, they're just going to mirror pretty much. So 2 are going to go for Alnatak, 2 are going to go for Ogremark, and 2 are going to go for Daxter.
And you can't.
So
They can't
bullshit.
see me. I'm around the corner.
So bullshit. Oh, you're getting fucking swamped.
Nah, we
Everyone.
Gucci. We Gucci.
Daxter is too.
We Gucci.
Daxter's AC.
Who got us in this situation?
What's the bet these things don't actually die when we have to solve the puzzle at the same time?
Then we die.
Okay,
No, you just throw their arms outside of the room.
That's
and then
it.
they can't stab
I feel like
us.
just one shot 3 of them.
that's...
You wouldn't.
Probably not.
Spin around in a circle.
Yeah, just spin.
Are these also considered undead?
Nah. They're fucking skeletons.
Oh my god.
Could be constructs.
Ogremark. Oh, actually, I'm still on Daxter.
Mate. Our skeletons undead. Fuck, I don't know.
Amazing. Can you just tilt my camera up a little bit so that if I'm standing up, can sense
shit,
me?
boy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Is the
Okay,
sky fucking
Ogremark,
blue?
what's your AC?
Oh, 14.
No, actually.
Fair.
It's a reflection.
14.
Does the sky appear to be blue?
It's actually red.
No.
You're just
Black right now.
Because of the red shift of
In
the stars.
daytime.
If it weren't for
You're
the
going to take
reflection,
8
the sky would
points
appear red.
as 3 of them, all 4 of these skeletons slash at you. One of them you managed to deflect while the
That's
other 3
totally-
shing, shing,
totally
shing.
partially true as well, but
Garth, what's your AC?
Fuck you.
14.
Yep. One of them hits you for 3 as its
3 points.
sword scrapes across your back.
I've already got damage. So.
Element attack. What's your AC?
Lost a 16.
Shit. And has a beast.
Some fuckhead didn't give me a shield.
You're going to take
What
9
do you
points.
mean? I didn't have
As 2 of them,
time.
one of them
I can't
manages
just
to
declare,
find
yeah, you
a
have
weak
the
spot in
shield
your
now.
armor and into it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's critical, mate.
I know.
Well, you didn't know that they're undead, so. Like,
Ogremark.
Despite all my rage.
I'm still a motherfucking
an
ant in the
undead ant in the
cage.
cage.
We're just gonna keep adding words.
That's an undead ant.
No, apologising undead.
It's like a
I'm a
skeleton.
sorry undead ant in the cage.
Fuck, that's cold.
No, it wasn't.
What else have I said this
You
session?
said it was a 17.
Yeah, should've.
Fuck, I don't know.
I said something else real dumb too.
Probably everything. Every
so-
day.
Fuck off. I work
21?
with you and you say dumber shit than I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'll go for the semi-green boy.
You killed him.
Can I roll more?
What'd you roll? Oh, actually, yeah, finish what you're doing.
Nah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it 6. Surely I'll roll lower than 6.
Statistically, you won't.
But you actually will.
But statistically, you won't. Right?
What do you,
What you've
Very
been
good.
rolling,
If I got another 2 rolls.
with what you've been rolling tonight,
I'd keep
No,
that.
on damage. No, on damage. I rolled an 8 and a 7. And a 6. Oh,
stick with the 6.
Stick with sticks.
12 damage.
Yep. Sure.
I go for the same boy.
Scott.
I'll roll the dice again.
You don't have
What do you roll?
Oh, I just rolled a 1.
Ah.
Just a casual one.
So what, you missed? Or what? What did you do?
Obviously.
He rolled a
Okay,
1.
right. I don't know what you're rolling. You guys just roll stuff and then tell me
well, I
random
rolled a one.
things.
Yeah.
Okay,
I rolled a 40.
cool. So is that you?
No, I got 3 attacks.
No,
Sure.
I
Because
don't,
I'm
I'm
in
not
range.
going to do that.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna what?
I was going to roll to
Two
be
attacks
really
now,
fucking
don't I?
cool, but I'd roll a 1.
And then you personify yourself.
See, I rolled another 6.
Can I abuse a skeleton?
So savage attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 5.
I'm assuming you're hitting.
Yes. Because I rolled a 17.
Cool. You bring. I always forget. What are you even fighting with?
Great
An
axe.
A great axe. Cool. Yeah, you fucking bring this great axe around, like cleave through this guy's head, and it just boom, boom,
Fuck
boom,
me,
boom,
if I
flies
actually
across
rolled
the room.
half decent. I would have killed at least 2 of them. Or could have even killed 3 of them.
Good work, Scott.
Whoops. Okay.
Another one comes out.
Is that you?
Another
No,
one.
he just falls to the ground and then
That's
like dry
Ismail.
bones, you just wait like
Yeah,
and
and just
So we just had a cleric just turn undead.
yeah. I would have played cleric, but I always play cleric.
Dexter.
No.
What?
Cleric's such a nerd class.
It really is.
Dexter.
That's cool.
Flame strike.
Yeah, flames my fucking dead.
You see Dexter hold out his hands. Iron Man-esque. 3 like orange beams shoot out from his hands.
That's broken.
That is really
No,
fucking
fucking
broken.
G.
It's like a casting at 3rd or 4th or 3rd spell. 3rd level spell.
Nah, it's a cantrip.
Nah, that's what I mean, he's probably casting at 3rd level
You know what's an even better cleric spell?
Oh no, it would only be 2nd level.
I wonder if it's in 5.
Garth.
Garth. It's gonna do the shooty McShoot-shoots.
On.
One of these boys.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you do disadvantage yourself.
11.
Andrew, you should shoot one of the other
Just
ones.
turn our music up slightly.
Yeah, Tim, why don't you shoot another one? And you won't
that's
be at
fine.
disadvantage.
Sorry.
Shoot one on me.
Yeah, if you kill his ones, then he'll kill your ones. Problem solved.
No, but because
Just-
they're in melee range. I get disadvantage, I think.
Isn't it only if you're shooting them?
Cheers. I just
I
wanted to
don't
hear
know how the
that.
rule works.
Me neither.
Does 11 hit?
Surely it's in
no.
there somewhere. That's the wrong book.
No, they hit on one of them's too.
I just rolled an 11 too.
Oh, sorry about the background noise. I'm misclicking all over the shot.
Plus 14.
Yeah.
Poggers! Poggers, because it hasn't been damaged and I don't get Colossus Slayer, so it's a measly D8 plus 3.
Alright.
If I get Thunder Scott,
And
what's going to happen to me?
explosion.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't be
You're a
next to them
fucking
anymore.
pussy. You're a pussy.
5?
Yep.
Shit!
He's a fucking pussy.
Cool.
Fuck off.
You're a pussy.
Sorry,
I'll
what
pull
was
it out,
that?
Thunder Arrow. Oh, okay, I'll just aim it
Just
over
fucking-
towards
no.
Omen.
Sorry, what was that? It's easy to roll over too.
Is that you? You're going. Do you
Yeah,
have
on a
another
fucking
name?
D20, not a
All you have
D8.
to do is jump and then crouch and then you rocket jump.
Xanath.
Yeah, you're right. It's just if you're within range, it doesn't matter which one you're targeting.
Yeah, I thought so.
Just jump, crouch, rocket jump. Let's have rocket jumping boots on.
No, I'll take the damage.
You should actually
I love how effective you are.
Mate, you're talking to Tim or something?
Fuck off.
Think about what you're doing.
If
Just
only,
because this is going to go on forever.
if only they had metal equipped.
That'd be cool.
They're going to keep coming out.
If you have like a Dark Souls character, cosplays, or a D&D character.
I'm
as a
gonna
Dark Souls
shoot one
character.
with a bow.
So you like you play stick.
Yeah. Okay.
and you just
Never attempted
throw
this
onions
before.
at people.
Why would you
goes
say
through
that
his,
to me?
goes through his pack. What?
Now I don't know what to do.
Wait, what? Wait, what'd you say just then?
I just said to him, think about what you're going to do. Like, just try and preempt what you're going to do.
Oh, I thought you meant like
That's
is it a clue
not-
to what I'm
No,
doing?
no, no. I just mean like you're up next, so just
Yeah, I
have,
already
have an
know.
idea.
That should be a
Surely
plus
someone's
two,
like
not
made
a
a
plus
custom class of
five.
Soleil in D&D.
My character's pretty
What?
fucking
A custom
plus five,
custom
yeah.
class of Soleil in D&D.
Alright, that's
There's a
dirty point.
Facebook page that
I
makes
assume it hits.
D&D
Yeah.
character sheets out of random
I
characters.
was
Does
kind
pick
of
a Rick
confused
one.
about what you said.
Pickle.
Yeah, it is
Hey,
like,
I
done as
did
an enemy, like a
10
monster.
points of damage to that one with a bow.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Thanks.
He's not even a fucking ranger and he did
2
more
kills
damage.
in one session.
How much damage? 10.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Max damage?
Oh, there we go.
You shit.
And then I
I
shoot
can
again.
do more damage. I'm so
And-
missing this next hit.
Yeah,
I
good.
guess I'll shoot that one because I can see him.
Oh, shit.
And that is 3 damage that time.
Max damage and then min damage.
Okay, I'm
Well,
on attack.
Max without
Alright.
crit.
I'll go up and hit this goblin dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not golden, it's a skeleton.
So that's why he doesn't think you're undead.
18.
Yep.
$11 damage.
Uh,
No, I did that wrong.
Quick math.
13 damage.
yeah. Which one?
Goblin.
Yeah, take him off. Just crumbles to bones around you.
Alright, I'm going to hit this other dude. 17 to hit.
Ding ding. Yes, yes.
I cheated. I think I should be
17 to
He
hit.
survived.
there.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun.
yep.
I think it was called something.
13 damage.
Yeah. Wipe him out.
Cool.
2
Did a kill.
cleaves, 2 kills.
I
Clerics
still
aren't
have like
shit.
a little
Movement.
bit of movement, don't I?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
All
of
your
it, yeah.
movement.
Well, no, because he moved 5 foot to tie with the other.
Oh, shit. You. Yeah. You're up.
That's
Continue.
it.
Oh, that's
the end
you?
of
Okay.
Just
Who's
keep
up?
attacking. Just keep attacking.
Clerics aren't nerd classes. They got a spell called Blade Barrier, which is like a
Spear.
wall of spinning blades, and you just put it on top of somebody.
That's the best spell in DDO. I love it.
Blade Barrier.
In DDO.
Yeah.
You just do it and you kite enemies with it like all the time.
Yeah.
And it does like fucking 200 damage.
What's this dealing? Where's my book?
Dank spell.
Which book?
What was the other
Oh,
five?
why did I close it? Oh, I
Yeah.
put out the book now.
High level clerics are fucking insane.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're not high level.
Cleric.
And then
what
you-
a
Thanks.
nerd.
True as
Thanks,
well.
detective.
True and mass heal. Mass heal is broken.
No, I can't wait to become a ranger that is a bard.
I can't wait to become a bard that is a ranger.
Where are my D8s?
Same difference.
Come
Stop
on,
stealing my
it's in the
D8s.
cage.
Oh, hello.
I'm
I'll be the Walmart kid.
I'm gonna take the ranger spell that lets me shoot my bow twice as a bonus action.
Woof! White spear flies across the room, plunges into you.
No, it doesn't.
19 damage.
Fuck.
Ha! No, he did 16 to me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, Lockie, go and try and like flip that shield over.
The skeletons.
I'm already not there. I'm trying to get you out of there.
Nah, I'm fine.
I've used 2 out of 15 of my total arrows.
I still got what? 41 hit points.
I have so many. Oh wow, that's
Oh yeah, you can't download movies for shit. Apparently that one we got from his corrupt.
what?
Fucking called it.
What? No.
You can put those 2 back on the
Fucking called it.
respective cauldrons.
How like full are they still?
The
Cauldrons.
they're huge. These cauldrons are like this tall.
So
Put
they're like
something
not
on.
even the quarter.
No, this is like a couple of inches off the top.
Do we all bow
A
down?
couple inches.
Free XP.
Infinite XP.
Oh no. I'm gonna get attacked this time.
Maybe his name's no one.
This is irrelevant because Stax.
The dude without a face is no one.
Oh well, I'll roll. Because
Fuck, you're actually a genius.
Bow before no one.
That's actually
Who's no one?
pretty smart.
The
The-
dude without the face.
The carving on his face.
No, that's.
No one.
Arya Stark.
hit.
No, I wish
he
I
dead?
realised the reference I was trying to make before I started making it.
Yeah, good one, dickhead.
Nah, yeah.
you referenced
Which
it.
one? Which
Oh
one?
my god!
No,
Oh
the,
my
the
god!
DC character doesn't
Did
have
you
a face,
fuck
whereas the
up?
trench
I
character
just
does
rolled
like
max damage.
Oh no.
Ogamuk, you are going to take
Nil.
18 points.
Nil.
That's fucking brutal.
that. No, it's alright, he's strong boy.
Our
Strong
attack. Miss. Hit.
No, miss.
Hit. What's your AC actually? That will be
16.
close. 2 misses, 1 hit.
Which one has no face?
The statues.
Yep.
The one on the far left.
Make
Mish
is
there.
8
Is his name the
points.
So
question?
that's you,
Is that his name?
Garth
Graph.
is. I rolled a crit. I also rolled minimum damage. So you will take a whole 5 points.
Oh,
Plus 17.
And Xanath, what's your AC?
18.
Because he's got a shield.
take
Yeah,
6
that,
points.
That guy. 6 points.
Man.
So during that round, everyone got
Can't
hit a
do
little
maths.
bit. Daxter fell unconscious.
Oh,
As you
no.
Chatting.
I thought he did a hiding spell. That's why he put him
Ogumar.
Get a fall over spell.
charge.
I got my kill.
Ogumar.
Next to me.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna kill.
Okay, that's my current health.
$19.
Yep.
Savage attacks.
What'd you do?
I rolled 2 savage attacks and roll 1.
You fucking idiot.
Nice.
2 for 8 damage.
Rolls of 1 still does 8 damage.
No.
Do you want?
Do you get 3 attacks?
That's all. Yes.
Thank fuck.
Not bad.
19.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are you fucking kidding me?
9 damage.
Is enough.
Oh,
Skilled.
Well, I killed him,
just leave him close.
and then I'll attack this one. Unlucky.
If only.
Another 19. Fuck me, I still waiting to roll 20. Still haven't critted.
What are you rolling for damage?
D12.
I would love that bit.
No, that's bad.
I didn't kill it, but I did some damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
8, 12.
Is that you? You hear in your head, these filthy creatures must die. And suddenly you swing again, killing it. No, yeah.
Fuck
Almost-
yes,
you had no
Shinobi!
control over it. It's almost...
4 attacks.
Oh, that's worrying. That's worrying. If you don't have any control over that.
Guth.
No, it's great.
Is turning into a cleric and using consecration now undead weaker.
Oh, nice.
Okay, how's it work?
That was quick.
I identify as the correct name.
Yeah. Wait. I identify as every class.
Oh, fuck, I have an idea. But
I'm a god.
Come on. Arrow.
fuck, I need to talk in my character.
Oh, which one did you get?
I got shock, which isn't what I wanted.
That's fine.
Oh, we're gonna thunder a cauldron.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a cauldron.
And then they all spawn at once.
Well, we'll find out.
Actually, cauldrons magical, or they only can come out part time because they're stacked on top of each other, or...
So the extra ones that came out,
Mhm.
is there still the bones of the dead ones like underneath them, and there's just more
Yeah.
now? Okay.
I rolled 15 to hit a
Well, there goes
cauldron.
my idea.
Wait, what was your idea?
I was just gonna say maybe they could only die with like
What
specific
the fuck's
things.
wrong with you?
So I was gonna say since he
Yeah.
has the silver tipped arrows, he might
6
try and
points of
kill one
damage.
of them.
Please get new dice.
Which one did you shoot?
Yeah.
But they're just more coming out.
Well, it depends if the
Well,
cauldron's magical or not.
6.
I'm
What's that,
gonna
9?
attack it again.
He didn't miss
It's another shot.
did he?
Fuck.
Probably not.
Ooh.
Look,
Is that only you and me that are in that
Yeah, that's
plane?
actually such a smart idea. I didn't even think of that.
9?
What's the plan?
Damage?
That's
So
all
Bow
that
before
one.
no one, and there's
Not
a
a
statue with a carving in the face.
this
There's
arrow,
no,
like,
there's no face.
Hits the cauldron and just sort of
So
deflects
if you bow
off.
before that, that's no one.
Well,
Give it a go.
That's what I'm trying to
that's
do.
me done.
That's you.
I'm gonna cower for my bonus action.
I just lost my bookmark.
What's
Feels
cow do?
good. Man.
-4.
Zenith.
No, +4.
I'm gonna shoot
There's less of you to
something
hit.
again.
Well,
You have this one right in front of you.
Nat 20.
Way high.
Good thing I have that feat that means I don't take disadvantage at close combat range.
What?
what's it called?
It's part of the thing. The frontline caster, the homebrew feat thing.
That's if you're casting spells.
Yeah.
It doesn't specifically state that. It just says ranged attack roll.
It's...
Why would it be
a
called
it's called-
feat
for
for
I know.
a
I'm aware, but
spellcaster.
it's not in there. Was a homebrew one. I assume it's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
Well,
it
well,
frontline caster? Because
Yeah.
frontline caster,
We'll say it spells because that makes way more sense.
is
Yeah.
is specifically for spell.
hey, I've got frontline
Right.
caster too.
In that case, it's a 19. So it'll still hit.
Yeah,
I assume.
yep.
I thought you said you got 20.
Yeah, but disadvantage because there's one right next to me that I'm shooting.
Well, if that's the one you're shooting, mind you.
That is 5 damage to him.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah.
Mate,
That is
Are you
19
just-
to stab.
What?
writing on
Yeah. Why?
the instead of the. No.
Easy to track.
Is the
Why don't you?
I mean, if you haven't, I mean, you did like a very obvious attack before to see how much health they had.
Alright, I stabbed him
So-
for 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like-
And then. Nah, I can't. There's,
You
there's
should
a skeleton in the way.
You should write
So I
5
was
out
gonna
of
slide
how
my
many
shield
hit
to you,
points.
but there's a skeleton in the way.
Okay.
Is it
What did
feeling?
you say?
I was gonna slide my
I'll write
shield
it
to you,
here
but there's
instead.
a
I thought
skeleton
you
in the
were
way.
aware of how much health they had, so I wasn't hiding it. But-
The what? Skeletons.
They've got spooky.
Well,
Um,
I've got
Element attack.
between.
Attack this dude.
They had a
behind me.
low amount because I echoed one with 10. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 10.
Yeah. Sorry.
16.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing?
Attacking this fucking dude that's next to me.
I thought you were going to run up to the statue on Bale.
Trying
he's
to.
just going to run away and get an opportunity attack, is he?
Yeah, the skeletons.
14 damage.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, that's
I run up and down in front of that statue with no face.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing happens.
We have like these brilliant ideas and then nothing comes of it.
piss everyone off even more because you bowed, even though we told you not to bow.
But it says bow before no one.
Yeah,
Unless
that's not no one.
The skeletons start following him now, and he's the leader.
Okay.
The
I'm
skeletons
gonna
bow
have
to him.
Sure.
Nothing happens.
Nothing you're aware of.
Well, what
Right,
if
you still
they,
have another action, right?
yeah, what if the skeletons stop spawning?
Because that'd just be movement, so you can still.
I won't be able to make anyone else.
Next plan
To that guy.
is
Those ones are like
20, 25, 30. Yeah, you could just make it to these ones that were next to Dexter if you wanted to.
next plan is to flip the shield over.
Alright, I'll go and take
Yeah.
one of them.
Sure.
Probably the grey guy.
They're all grey.
They're all undead.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
But I?
Can I use the Von Smort?
15.
Yep.
Oh, I guess you don't really need to use the Vine Smart on these bad boys.
No, I don't.
That is the start of the new round. So you being so close, see the figure in the shield, pick up a spear, look at you, and then turn and launch it at
At him.
you.
Oh, damn it.
Yes!
So,
We all have
Being-
to bow in front of no one.
what would you gotta walk up to him?
You've got to make it there. Now I have to help everybody else.
no, this is easy. I can make it.
15 points.
I still have lots.
Scott, how much you on?
Ooh, he's getting low.
Oh shit!
What?
We gotta make Daxter.
We're gonna boost!
It's fine.
Just the weekend at Bernie's.
That's what I should have done.
Where's your whirlwind attack, Lockie?
Let's just say if I wasn't in rage,
Those two on the cauldrons, please.
That's you.
Scott.
2 skeletons on the cauldron.
He's just like, no, there's no more skeletons.
no, let's just say if I wasn't in range, I'd be dead.
I only need some more skeletons.
Hey, look, you should lay your hands. Mate,
I'm trying to get the Daxter.
fuck that's
You should lay hands him.
he's a non-playable character.
You should lay hands him.
Okay, so the rest of them are going to start moving.
I can bonus action Daxter back up.
I'm coming for you.
I'm fucked.
No, you've bowed. It's fine.
Okay.
Damn it, why is there another one going for me? I can't get to the statue.
Element attack, what's your AC?
16.
Just run through them all.
Miss.
Take it back. Take it back.
Miss.
Yeah,
I have a
Miss.
shield. It's fine, right?
Hit. 1, 2,
Miss.
3.
Yes.
Hit. 2 hits.
Jeez, it'd be a shame if
8
somebody had
points.
training tonight.
Fuck. Ogremuck. Miss.
Are the girls using the full
Miss.
field tomorrow?
Miss.
Probably.
Cock.
Yeah, rip.
Hit.
Just to chill after.
3
Cock
points. 3 points.
3 points of damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Actually.
No, that's right.
That's right.
3 points of damage.
Actually. Just count that as a miss.
Yeah. fine.
Fuck. Wow,
Maybe.
my rolls. You got 1, which is also a miss. I rolled like under 7 on like most of those rolls.
That's good.
Feels good.
Sweet.
Man.
I didn't get.
Ogremuck.
I'm gonna swing at that bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm gonna probably get paid, actually.
Nice.
Finally, and that 20. Come on.
Holy fuck! I watched that happen. I
Yeah, it
swear
was-
to God, it just pushed
Wait.
itself over on 20.
Come on.
Is
I
this
gotta
for
roll.
an attack?
He's got weighted die.
I've got to roll.
Wow. Yeah, waited fucking one.
roll.
It's a miracle how it went back to 20.
No, did you see it roll? It literally went like.
I'll just like yank the paper.
They better for 130
Who are you
bucks.
attacking?
The one, like that one.
Sure.
Nah, sucks that those bloody LED die were for sale online.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
LED.
Yeah, EV games have LED die. You can only buy them in stalls at one specific EV in Sydney.
That sounds ridiculous.
It's great, right?
They're probably something that's like made by the employee. It's like brought in.
30 damage.
30 damage.
Yes.
You swing and his bones like hit the wall over there.
Cool.
Just blows him apart.
Shigabi's just like, this one's gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I'll take. Oh, yeah, I'll take a shooting from that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
No? Yeah?
Oh,
No?
I mean, technically, yeah, but
I'm just gonna swing
Yeah.
right, the one right in front of me again.
Yep.
Another 20.
Nice.
Shikabi is on my side.
Shigabi fucking hates
Two
undead.
crits. 2 crits in a row. Nice.
against
That's
people
my
with
first
10 health.
crits as well.
What'd you get?
11. So there's a plus another 4, so that's 34.
Fuck!
Wait, plus side is they have 10 health.
Ogremuck is just swinging with his battle axe.
Which
One.
means
two.
you've technically overkilled them, so they can't come back to life.
No, the thing is.
It is like, it's steadily becoming like difficult terrain around you guys. as
Triple
vulnerable
20.
bones
Triple
just
20!
collapse onto the ground around you.
Come on. Come on.
I can't even see from here.
No.
Nah.
What a shame.
If that was another 20, we would get. Or it was gonna go fucking off.
We just win. Tim Ross, we win.
And we solved the tomb because Scott got 3 points in a row.
It's like 21.
He just attacks his way all the way to Asaract and crits him.
5 plus savage attacks. 11.
Just the Benny Hill music playing as he's running through, just hitting everything.
No.
he's hitting to the beat of Sandstorm.
Yep.
7, 8.
He's picked up another great axe along the way and he's got one in each hand.
Is the hammer from Smash?
Next to the statue.
Wally's got an invincibility star.
Your axe swings around as you step forward, cleaving another one, cleaving its head off as it falls dead.
What
Bang,
the fuck?
bang,
Are you
bang.
next to me now?
Yes.
He just cleaved his
Do you
way.
have no more movement?
Oh, actually, yeah, I can move to this up. Just agree. So I'm gonna try and flip the statue next to him. Oh, well, flip the carving.
Mm-hmm.
Try and crush one of the skulls with it.
Garth.
Crush like you with it. And what's it made? Is it made out of like wood?
It's bronze.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pretty heavy.
It's
Garth.
Ben.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just tossing up whether I want to try and get some distance whilst taking 3 attacks of opportunity.
Nah, you probably don't.
Yeah.
Not with your AC.
Well, I'm on 5 hit points.
Yeah, once
Oh fuck!
You want some spare? I've got 47 at the moment.
Jesus, I've got max 61 on, right?
Again, that's why I should have the shield.
I've got max 46.
Come on, Carl. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Think
Can
when
you
it's not
use
your
the shield?
turn.
Yeah. Oh, I have been thinking and I
Can
still
you
haven't
use
yet.
the shield?
Not with Grant.
I'm gonna
Hey, did you do
attack
that, Yosh? I've currently got 47 out of 46.
one of the
hit
ones in
points.
front of me.
How?
The magic water.
Oh.
With the shock arrow.
I think you have to be like giant or large to use a two-handed weapon as one-handed.
Or have 4 arms.
All that.
What?
I dropped my other one.
Is it still considered
19.
one-handing if you're using two hands, but you've
no,
got
but
4?
you got 2 spare. So.
Hello there.
General Grievous. Yeah, Grievous even. There's 4 short
Just the
swords.
magic water, you might get
12
some spare
points
arms.
damage.
You never know.
That would
Yeah.
actually be pretty sick.
It would.
Does that kill it?
What did you do?
I said no.
Drop me 20.
Wait, what did he shoot now?
He just shot one of the.
I wonder how many different effects the water
Wait, is
has.
it dead? Because if not, I'll attack it again.
Probably like
No, it's not.
No, it's not dead.
No.
20
Fuck.
or something.
Wait, Nick
Every
killed one
5.
that.
Yeah.
10. Unless it's a stronger.
Maybe more. Maybe there's like super rare ones that only on one
Yeah, yeah.
particular number.
Maybe.
I'm gonna attack this one with the
Just one.
Just keep drinking until it repeats itself enough.
Yeah. I guess
I like how you say,
Like, just
think
use
about what you're
statistics.
going to do before it gets to your turn.
I'm gonna shoot
Yeah.
it.
He's the only one that hasn't.
It's easy for me. I'm just gonna make death save rolls.
9.
Feels good.
Nah, not for long.
9.
Yeah, no.
To hit.
Mm.
No. This is he deflects it with his short sword.
I'm gonna use my move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run!
Okay.
Ooh,
Run to the fucking
take
thing.
those attacks.
Wait, what if he's,
That's 3
if he's
opportunity
not in
attacks.
the room?
Which one did you shoot?
Bruh, you're so fucking stupid.
Really, that one? Okay.
No, if they leave the room, hopefully it doesn't count.
Okay. Yep.
If they're not inside of the statue.
Did I get hit?
You didn't see what happened, so that's fine. You're running away.
It-
Wait, it was
Did they hit each
So
other?
actually, Xanath, you would have seen this guy swings to hit him as he walks away, and like over swings and hits his like, next to him.
Okay, I'm good.
Eln attack.
That's not right.
No, it's not me.
Xanath.
Alligator.
Hey, he's back from the dead!
Well, first things first,
No, he
healing
needs
words
one.
on Daxter.
Yep.
So that is 7 hit points that he gets.
Okay.
Yay.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna stab the dude in front of me.
Doesn't he come back from that?
Yeah, on
his
his,
turn,
on
yeah.
his turn he gets up.
Ah,
That is a 20.
Nice.
Yep. Yep.
Where's the die? There. Stabbed him for 9 damage.
Yep. He's been hit before, hasn't he?
Did you really expect me to run to the bowing statue and take another 2 attacks of opportunity?
You wouldn't have had to. Avoid
If this,
Walk
if this
around.
carving, if this carving,
Infinite movement.
if this carving
Right.
snipes you with another spear,
So
now the
the
question
question
is-
is.
this full-on Gwyn style throws a fucking spear at you.
Well, I'm a dragon.
Dragoon. Oh yeah. Wait, are you actually Dragon Ball?
No. I'm a dragon slayer. But we haven't run into any yet, so. I don't get any bonuses.
Have you killed like baby dragons or something?
In
He
my-
did
Alright,
what
I'm
Finnan
gonna-
did to the puppies. He
I'm
found
gonna-
my.
I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
baby
gonna
shit,
double
like,
move
I am
and
a-
specifically move it so that I stay out of there. Dangerous.
Yep.
And then bow in
You did stab
We've already
the
bowed.
boy though.
Can I? Because I have 2 attacks. Can I not use one of those attacks as another?
No, the double
Okay.
it. The
Well,
double
in that case, I
attack
get
is
to.
on
In
the-
that
yeah.
case, I get to about there,
Okay.
which means I'm going to stop in front of that guy and stab him.
Yeah. So the double attack is a free action after
Yeah,
you use
fair
an
enough.
action to attack.
Stab him with a 19.
Yeah.
And that
and
is
you
Hopefully-
stabbed with the 19.
a 11 damage.
Yep.
The
So
top of
he
the
dead?
one's really sharp,
Oh,
so.
okay.
Tim, you know like Daryl's horrible bosses. How he's like got that crazy
Eln
thing?
attack.
How he's got all that like the.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Shigami, wisdom, clerics, healing, heal me, please, Shigami.
Yeah. If we do this, then blah, blah.
Do I take 1 or 2 attacks of opportunity there?
2, because that guy is engaging you there.
What are you gonna do?
Can I cast Protection of Good and Evil?
What's it give us?
Spell? No, it only give it on Scott.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, where are you trying to move to?
Just Scott.
Okay, so you'd only take one because you're only moving like out of his arc.
It's when you move out of somebody's attack.
Would it really be worth
You can move
it?
into somebody's attack. Which kind
Disadvantage.
of doesn't make a great
It's
deal
on
of
such
sense.
a little
Moving
health.
into somebody's attack
Yeah.
range and not
Just
taking.
if you just play.
I think the
Healthy
idea
for,
is like you're turning your attention away from him.
How much pull do you have?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, fuck it. I have 25 left, but it's kind of a thing that we should save.
Yeah, but if we can like have a long rest in here if we lower the
That's true.
door.
Cool.
Alright, I take one attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yep, to move across.
Yeah.
But we just got to be mindful that we can't long rest too much in here because we've got our rations,
Yeah.
so we can't.
And I can't get.
Yeah, we can't long rest.
Maybe
forever.
find some rats.
I mean, there is 3 dead zombies.
Oh, no thanks.
Human flesh.
You can up and
There
go.
was wine.
Drink wine.
Bunch of wine.
No, pour up and go out of the jug.
Yeah.
Yep, what are you doing?
I heal Scott for 20 hit points.
Oh, I'll
Yep.
take 10.
10. 10 hit
Well,
points.
yeah. Sure.
Yes, I
We're
I'll go 20. We're fine. We're fine.
Gucci.
If I die, I'll be like, look, it wouldn't heal me.
Yeah, no, don't heal me more than 10. I'm standing right in front of this bronze statue. What could go wrong?
That shoot.
No, but it didn't. He looked at Lockie and then he's like, nah, whatever, and throw it at someone else.
Hmm.
Which
So
is
my
I
suggestion
don't-
is if I'm next to it, it won't throw it at me because it has disadvantage.
Alright.
range attacks.
Is that you, or do you still have...
If I stand next to the shoot.
That's an action.
That's an action, is it? Yep.
Well, that's getting knocked over if I'm strong enough.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay.
Or I'm just gonna walk behind it.
So,
Add
the
more room behind it.
engraving picks up a new spear,
Sorry, Zach.
turns, launches it straight at you.
At me.
Yep.
Fuck, she's gonna be.
Point blank, that's disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh no, he does roll. Well, he's not standing. So you see, he's actually standing like
distance.
in the engraving. He's probably like 30 feet back,
I mean,
and you see this spear, like where you're standing. You see it fly towards you as an engraving, and then as it hits the shield, it bursts through in this blue light.
You should engrave a shield
As
as
it
like
hits.
a
We should
brick
make
wall
this guy our friend.
that hits.
Imagine using him as a shield.
How the fuck are we gonna carry it?
Imagine using that as a shield.
That's not
A
a
smaller
point.
version.
How many hit points do you have?
Man, he's strong.
I can't go down on one hit.
Okay. Well, how,
You've taken more than one hit.
15.
Oh, then
No,
what?
it's a speed. I can't go
It's
down
21.
on that one hit. I can't go down on that one hit.
Zero and one
Less
hit point.
than, yeah, technically on one hit point.
Okay.
You're on 1 hit point.
See, that extra healing wouldn't have done anything.
So that's him on the
Ripping.
skeletons.
Just like heal you up to 2. You have to go down to 1 again.
Can we have some new skeletons?
No, it's
over
only,
there?
it's only,
day,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
once per day.
Okay.
How, are we not killing more than are appearing?
No.
Absolutely not.
Nah, we're
I
slow.
only thought it was the ones that we killed right here.
Oh no.
I love the way I'm just pulling more and more models out.
We're still that guy.
I love these fights.
I don't.
Dax is going to be back soon, it's all good.
Where's everyone gonna go? Fucking hell.
You don't know what to move.
Okay, so
They're
hang
gonna
on, let
chase
me
you
move
at the
these
door,
guys.
right? Haha.
20.
Fuck.
Now, right when he's underneath the door, press the button.
Oh, fuck.
No, because that's here.
Crush him with the door.
These guys are gonna start heading this way. It's getting a little bit janky. They want to go around that cart.
Hey, leave me alone. Hey, leave me alone. Hey, leave me alone. No.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
shit.
Actually, he would have moved before him, so he'll be in there. Okay, let's start with Garth.
Well, now I'm not going to get to the
This
statue.
is it. This is how we die.
Yeah.
You
What's
probably
your
want
AC?
to move out of the way because I'm going to try and fucking flip.
What's your AC? What's your AC?
You're
Oh,
with
sorry,
14.
14. I mean 28.
Hit.
Uh,
Got 4.
So, yeah.
Miss.
You're meant to be comparing
That
that.
was hitting me.
Yeah,
Why
true.
would
Sorry.
you do that?
Let me re-roll that.
What?
Miss.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, sorry.
It's throwing spears at us.
Let me do that.
Do what?
5.
I want to try and flip this shield over. How tall is the shield?
It's probably like this big.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It does look like it's standing on like these stone chocks almost that sort of come up and then cup in where the shield is like wedged into them.
Yeah, I just thought it was massive. I'm like, alright, never mind. That's easy to knock over.
That's you, Xanath.
I pushed it over, it flips back up.
That's what's your AC?
18.
Miss.
Shield OP.
Miss. One hit.
Just hold it, carry it
Cheers,
around
5
like this.
points.
Ow.
Just poke your head out and then just
Own
poke your head back.
attack.
That's
One, 2,
3.
3. Miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. Joys.
Oh shit, if I get hit, I'm dead.
I only need an AoE spell.
It's 20 points.
Where am I?
I'm down.
Let's get back up.
Come on, get down.
Hit and a miss. You see one of the skeletons into Dexter.
Hello, darkness,
This is seriously how this campaign ends.
Ogre
This is such a fucking shitty ending.
Probably,
Well, it's not fuck. We didn't have
I
it
said we should have destroyed them and then use a... No.
Destroy them all.
okay,
Cold.
Fucking...
that is them. Ogre Mark.
I said, should we open it? You're just like, I open it.
Yeah, and then no one disagreed. Okay, I'm gonna try and flip the shield over.
Okay,
So, do
just
I
to get like, just give me what's your strength?
17. Oh, no, here.
Yeah, you'd be able to topple
Oh,
this.
you're gonna fucking kill me.
Just up. No, it won't let near.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
He's down, by the way.
You're just like,
Oh,
Just
try and
scroll.
launch it at the skeletons.
maybe? Maybe.
How wide is it?
It's like this big. It's like 5 foot round.
Can't believe I drew a map off and
Nah, fuck it.
So looking at it, you would imagine if it was to fall over, I've drawn it probably way too big.